Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Epik Cards and Games Tuesday night box tournament finals. This time I am actually in there. I am in the pink sleeves versus my good friend Tyler Bryan, who's in the blue. Today I'm going to give you a warning, up front. This is my first time playing this deck. As you can see, I'm on Haven for the first time ever. I made a lot of mistakes leading up to this, including in this match. After this match, I told Tyler, I was like, oh man, I feel like I really played terrible. But fortunately, I think this is a matchup that's in my favor, that I was forgiven a lot just off of the sheer matchup advantage. So Tyler is, I went second. Tyler passed on one. He's a very animated person. Very funny. I passed on two because I didn't want to play the Prison Priestess. I wanted to guarantee that it went through. So he's going to play the Craig, or not Craig. I forgot what that guy is, but he has last words, summon an Amulet token, or an Earthright token, or whatever it's called. Magical Sediment, that's right. I pass on two, and hoping that Tyler thinks my hand is just bad. And my goal here is just hoping that he evolves, because I know that card evolved to do a 3/3, and I wanted to burn one from his evolve deck, and then I would blacken Scripture it right there. So that went exactly like I wanted, and then he used another 2 play points to play another copy right there. So now I'm at 3 play points. I think at this point, I think I just played Prison Priestess finally. I don't know. I mean, I take a while to think about my plays, because again, this is my first time playing the deck like ever. Besides like just a couple friendlies, but this is almost also my first time testing this list, because I play amulets, but as you can see, I also have Aegis in there, because I was inspired by when I played at the Houston Regional, the second place runner-up that I played in the finals. He played a very interesting list. It had Aegis, but it also had other components like Kaguya, and Cudgel is not that innovative and whatnot. But he just played other weirder cards that made me kind of think about playing the deck. So I'm playing something similar, but with actual like amulets, like Holy Sentinel in there. So I get hit with 2, I completely forgot to mention that Tyler played a Remy and Rami, brought out a Strike Form Golem and passed. So that's a really good board, but fortunately, I played Jean on turn 4 a lot last night, so this was a really, really good plus for me. So Tyler did get the 1 Sediment, and also the Strike Form Golem goes away. So Tyler goes to 5. Looking at his hand here, I mean, he's running out of resources, right? Like, he has like 5 cards, but none of them plus as much, so they don't like necessarily replace themselves. So he kind of looks like he kind of needs things to go in his favor a little bit. So he plays another Remy and Rami, evolves it right away, brings out another Strike for a Golem, and passes, leaving him at 1. So I'm feeling really good about that, because I can easily get rid of the Strike Form Golem with the Jean. I draw into the amulet that gives Aegis Ward. I'm still learning these names, guys. Again, I am a complete rookie. Jose, who is on the channel, who you guys have seen on the channel a lot, and he plays Haven quite a bit. He was sitting around judging my matches and kind of witnessing firsthand how bad I was making some plays. I missed lethal once, not because I didn't see it, but because I was a doofus, and I made myself miss lethal. But anyway, so I go ahead and I immediately evolve the Jean just to get rid of the Strike Form Golem. I'm left with 3 play points, I believe. I hit Tyler for 4 right away. So I'm feeling good that I'm becoming like the aggressor here a little bit, oh yeah, I'm at 18 play points. Never mind, we're not that far apart. And I have 3 play points left, so I'm guessing here what I end up doing is I was at 4 play points because I used an Evo point. That's right. Okay, so then I just go ahead and banish the Remy and Rami right away. I didn't want to wait until next turn. I didn't think there was any surprise factor worth waiting for, and I go back to 20 health. So now Tyler is just double checking he has the right amount of play points. So he goes to 6, draws a Merlin. Not bad, not bad. I think right here he considers like going into the Merlin and just getting the Demonic Strike, so he gets it in rotation. Yeah, I think so, because the important thing with this deck is that it's mainly meant to burn. It's dirt, obviously. So I think he does get the Demonic Strike in rotation. So he's gonna use the remaining play points to burn me for 3, putting me at 17. And I think he's hoping that his Merlin just kind of lives here so that way he can evolve for 2, burn me again. But this deck has a lot of removal. Tribunal of Good and Evil, as you can see, is one of my favorite cards from last night. So I think that, oh yeah, the Jean just goes in, puts him at 10. Yeah, she stays up for a while, I think. So I take a look at my hand here. I think I'm at 6 play points now. I don't see a Sentinel, Holy Sentinel. Yeah, I don't think I have it. Yeah, it's not looking bad for me, but I mean, I'm kind of wondering, like, man, what did I do from here? Looks like I'm considering, I consider the Bell Ringer just because it's so easy to evolve and pop the Merlin. And this is like one of my first misplays, because I think right now at this point I'm at 3 play points left, and I'm considering dropping Path to Purgatory, but I end up not doing it. And then I just passed to him, wondering, like, I immediately, as soon as I said pass, I was like, wait a minute, why didn't I just get the free Tiger out and like leave the Tiger standing? Because he's not gonna be able to easily get rid of this board, especially if the Tiger's left standing. So like totally bad play, because it's not like I had a substitute in my hand either. Like I don't have like a Blackened Scripture, I don't have a Dark Offering. Okay, so he's gonna play Demon Flame Mage, evolve it right away, pops the Bell Ringer, and then trades into the Jean because it is 2 to the board, putting Jean to 4/3, and then he crashes. And then he's going to end his turn by dropping a Merlin, searching another Demonic Strike. So again, he's kind of hoping that the Merlin sticks to the board. I draw Holy Sentinel, and I think, yeah, so I draw Holy Sentinel, and I think here, so I'm at 7 play points. What I end up doing here, I guess I just pop the Merlin. Oh, that's right. So what I end up doing here is I'm kind of considering like making sure I have the amount of play points for it, but I do. So I use 1 Evo point, 1 play point, putting me down to 5 play points left. And with the Prism Priestess, I search a Hair of Illusions, because I really want to, at this point, I need to get my my Sentinel up and running, so that every turn I can kind of have a safe play. And so then I play the Sentinel with my last play point, engage the Merlin, and then get a Ward Tiger, and then crash the Prism Priestess or instead of just using the Ward Tiger, and I just leave the Ward Tiger, or I do engage it. Yeah, so like, even that, like, did I have to crash the Prism Priestess? I could have just done the Ward Tiger. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, kind of learn as you go. I feel like, especially if he's at 10, like every body counts. So yeah, I think I really should have just use the Tiger to hit over the Merlin and have a 4/1 Tiger. Okay, so he does play the Alchemist. He uses 3 play points right away to evolve it, and he is going to bring up one of the golems, burn me for 3, and another golem to burn me for 3. So that's going to put me all the way down to 11. So he's going to kind of even things out really quick, and then he's going to engage both of his golems. So yeah, all of a sudden I was feeling really good, and this happened, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is actually not that far away from me being in the lead anymore. Like I'm not so far ahead anymore. He easily just caught right back up, and I mean, he's gonna have more play points, so I get really nervous that, like, oh man, he's gonna be able to bring this back. So I play Tribunal of Good and Evil. I pop the Alchemist for free, or not for free, but for 5, and then I send Tribunal away for free, so I get another Ward Tiger here. This is another point where I messed up. So again, there was a reason why I forewarned this kind of stuff for you guys. I didn't play the Kaguya, by the way, because I didn't want to clog my board with the Path and then evolve it into a Ephemeral Moon. But my board would have been clogged where I couldn't bring out the moon. But I played the Prism Priestess here and evolve it. I don't know why on earth I thought that this Priestess was going to get over one of these golems, because I never thought that she was 3/3, and I never thought the golems were anything other than 2/3. But in my head I was like, okay, yeah, trade a Prism Priestess, trade one of my other Tigers, and then another Tiger, hit him for face, leave him at 6. I have no idea what I was thinking here. So very poor play in my opinion on my part. But learn as you go, I guess. I searched the Death Sentence just because I want to have something to potentially Kaguya with in the future. that doesn't clog my board like Beast Call Arya does. So I end up just using both Tigers and then attacking over the guard golems. And both Tigers do have ward, and we're just kind of using dice, like the blue die, to keep track that they have ward. So apologies for if you get confused by that. But the blue dice is just so the Tigers have ward, so Mr. Brian does not forget that. So he's going to be at 9 play points, and he draws into a Pascal, which is nice because I think he has 2 of those. I think he might have 2 of those in his, yeah, I think I see one, the second on the left. So I think here he actually drops double Pascal. Because every time the Pascal is summoned, each one of them summons a dirt token. And they can immediately use those to go -2 on an opponent's follower. So he can -2 both my Tigers, really. So he can use all but one of his play points and do that. So he does do that. He's going to use 4. He accidentally did 5 there, but he corrects himself. So he does Rite to get rid of 1 Tiger by making it -2. Then he does another one, does the same exact thing. So he uses all but 1 play point. So yeah, he does get rid of the Tigers pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, good for him. Yeah, that was a really good move. Now, and honestly, Pascal has such a beefy defense that I kind of, you know, and I'm also only at 11, which I'm not feeling super comfortable. Because I know he can Daria, you know, at some point, and I mean, imagine if he has like a Daria into like a Demonic Strike and then a Merlin, you know, it's a lot of burn damage really easy. So at this point, I think I'm looking at that Jean. But I like try to make sure that I still need to get rid of both. So Jean will clear one of them and make one of them weak enough for like a Tiger to hit. But it just, you know, limited amount of play points here. I mean, I'm at 9, but still like a limited amount. You want to make sure you don't mess up. And honestly, the deck right now, like the way I was playing it, is just use the amulets, stall the game so I can get Aegis out. You know, and that's kind of where I'm at here. Like I just want to get through this turn and survive to where I can get Aegis out, and there's no way Rune is going to clear the Aegis, and then I just win essentially. So I do play the Jean finally after I get my Tigers out, and I use the evolve Jean, leaving myself at 1 play point. Now the Tigers are at 4-6, and the Prison Priestess is at 2-4. So 1 Tiger over the Pascal, Jean over the other Pascal, 2 to Tyler, putting him at 8, and then I use my Ward Tiger, which is fresh health 4-6, to hit him for 4. So now he is at 8, 10 play points though, and at this point I'm not really sure what to expect. I kind of fear the Daria, but I don't know for sure that it's coming. And also, even if you can't play around Daria, like if it happens, it happens, and you have no idea what they're gonna hit off of the top. It's total RNG, really. So Mr. Brian's thinking about that here. I mean, considering like what he has available, I mean, there's really just the one play. You have to go for it. Yeah, so he's going to drop the Daria, spend 6. He's going to discard his whole hand, which is not really anything. He had another Remy and Ramy, by the way. That was the 3rd copy. And then he gets 5 cards. Another Pascal, and then he got I forgot what he calls it. I mean, I just call it Grandpa, but yeah. So he evolves. He's going to reduce. He's thinking about what to reduce the cost of here, because he can only lower 1 card in there because there's no spells in there. He has 1 amulet, but that is not a spell, so he can't do that. So I think what he ends up doing here is that he reduces the I always forget. It's only when I record that I forget the name of the cards, but the 3 cost that has Rite and pumps it up to a 4-6 ward. I think he's going to lower that, and then he's going to so he's going to play his 2 cost amulet that gets him a strike form golem, and then he plays that, I think. I don't know. He thinks long and hard here, so it makes me pretty nervous. Like I feel like I have a really strong board, but not anymore if he's thinking this hard. Yeah, so he does lower the cost of that. And then he plays Amulet for 2, gets a Strike Form Golem out, so it's a 3-2 rush. Then brings out his ward. That's going to... I don't know why he put the dice on it. There's only one card. So he has a 4-6 ward out now, too. So yeah, he can clear both tigers. So yeah, the 4-6 tiger he easily gets over with Daria, and then he will trade the Strike Form into the other tiger. Oh no, yeah, the other tiger does not have ward, so he gets rid of the Jean, and he has a 4-6. So that's pretty much all he's got to work with. So with that in mind, again, I just kind of stalled out until turn 10. And now I can drop Aegis here. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about... I think at this point I kind of think about, like, yeah, do I want to just, like, play Kaguya and, like, heal up? Because I don't know if he can actually burn me, but I forget he has no hand. He only has what's on the board. And that does not look like it's going to kill me. So I eventually just drop the Aegis here. And then Tyler is, you know, not happy to see that. That's, like, the one card he really didn't want to happen. So I use the play points to evolve Aegis and then make it a ward. So it takes no damage. Hit him for 6, putting him at 2. And yeah, I mean, there's not really anything. The only thing that can out Aegis is Haven itself, and that's Hair of Illusions. So I mean, I'm feeling really good. You know, I mean, that's... I mean, what I like about this deck is a lot of times Haven just cannot close a game, you know, or easily you're kind of hoping all your stuff sticks so that you can do a lot of chip damage over time. But, I mean, Aegis kind of closes things out. So I like this a lot better than a traditional Aegis list that's just a bunch of removal plus Aegis. You know, this is the amulets I feel are very fun. They're very controlling. They're a lot more removal besides just your acolytes and blackened scriptures. So I am liking this list. I'm gonna be playing this list for the next few weeks until Uma comes out, in which case I'll kind of look over things again. But Mr. Bryan kind of evaluates his options here, just making sure there's absolutely nothing he can do, and there really is not, so he concedes. That's going to be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Most of you guys watching are not subscribed, and it breaks my heart. So please like, share, subscribe so I can bring you more Shadowverse Evolved content. I will see you in the next one.